me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Back north.
Come on, QB, come on.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Watch us slap, watch us slap.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 46 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light thing. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
In your face. 51's the mic.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That's it, baby.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield looks to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 30 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
33.
Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Coming after you. Deuce. Check 3.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Run, go!
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
20.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Round 6.
180.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. He's tired of you.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began at the 24-yard line. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
taken at about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
Come on, time to play.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offensive coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, switch 26.
Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
3 buzz.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Check your mic. 93's the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check 93.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing the arrow out, incomplete. That's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check. Back north.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Throwing on second down. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurry! We're going 25 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in.
Mayfield on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
Here we go.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
35-yard line. 25 to Mike. Point it right.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Tough when they're first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Rodgers again now. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
They can't hang with us. 51's a mic.
Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, let's get this.
Mayfield now from the 50.
Coming to you.
And his throw here's incomplete.
But plain and simple, That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Mike with you on.
And again, it's Mayfield. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Eluding the pressure right. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on it, and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. He'll get this to Lazard. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20.
I need to get my swag right there.
Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of